Hi, the second chapter we're covering this week is the one on understanding the love languages for your spouse. I believe that is chapter 12, Speaking the Love Languages in Marriage. And so I'm just going to cover that chapter as well. The best way to love your children is to love their mother or father. The quality of your marriage greatly affects the way you relate to your children and the way they receive love. A healthy marriage with kindness, respect, integrity are partners in parenting. Children are sensitive to the feelings and sense things when they're off or going well. I even see that with my tiny little dot. You have a love tank that, as does your spouse, and we need to feel deeply loved by our spouse. And they also need to feel deeply loved by us. Much of the strain or misbehavior in a marriage stems from empty love tanks. Adults differ in their love languages just as our children. And we will feel very loved when our primary love language is spoken by our spouse. And you'll like all five, but one will probably stand out more than another. Love is an attitude with an appropriate behavior. The dream marriage is possible if parents choose to speak each other's love language. The love languages, again, briefly, are words of affirmation. Ideas would be written or spoken. Showing appreciation, speak it aloud. Speaking in front of others, too. Quality time, spending time together. Weekends away, 15 minutes talking about the day. And then gifts, flowers. Mark has bought me flowers every week for 3 years. And I know that might be gifts are a love language maybe he has. Might not be mine, but I love them, and I love him for doing that for me. Service is actually my love language, and words of affirmation. So when he listens to me and responds appropriately, it means the world to me. But I do love the flowers that he brings me, and I try to remember to bring him a gift because he treasures them, like those crazy socks I bought him. Acts of service, my favorite one. Dishes, cleaning, running errands, trimming the shrubs, getting stuff done. If you're not quite sure what your love language is or what your husband's love language is, kind of think back and see what he's complained the most about over the years, and that might be their love language, what they complain about. So Mark's, I think, might be gifts because he gives me gifts a lot, or the flowers for every week. This week he gave me 3 bouquets. But I do think his is also quality time and words of affirmation too. He loves little letters of thankfulness. Physical touch is another one, and not just sex, but like touching the hair, the arm, the hand, a little kiss, just tender touches. Doesn't have to be sexual. And you ask, maybe, does this really work? Will it make a difference in our marriage? And think of his requests and complaints and behavior. If he's not willing to read the chapter, then you can think of maybe trying one for the next couple weeks. And if he's not responding well to it, then try a different one and see how he responds. Or you can have an open communication conversation about the love languages and seeing what his is and maybe what yours is, and maybe asking if you need compliments or what you need, and seeing how that changes. But you might have to speak his for a little while before he would be willing to speak yours. I don't know, but his response would probably be nice if you speak his love language. When I do for Mark, he responds very well. On the verse for this week for that is 1 Peter 4:8. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins. And it is very true. Sometimes it's difficult, but it is very true. Love you, girls. Bye.